Howdy ho everybody, my name's the Math Prof and welcome back to Paper Mario TTYD. Last time we left off we went through the Trouble Centers and got... Ms. Mouse! I know, isn't that great? But the episode before that we went back to the Thousand Year Door and found out that our next crystal star, the Sapphire Star, is located on an island. And we need to get to that island. And Paper doesn't swim too good, so we're going to go ahead and go down to the docks and see if anybody knows what's up. And sure enough, as soon as we need a boat, there's a boat. That makes sense, right? Yeah, video game. No matter how much I work, life never gets any easier for me, know what I mean? There gotta be a way to just poof and get rich, you know? Poof. Key. You mean that island where the treasure hoard of Cortez the Pirate King is hidden? So you want treasure, eh? Fine, but keep an eye out or the pirate curse will get ya. Okay, but whose ship is this? I actually know whose ship it is, so let's go ahead and give that guy a visit, shall we? I know y'all have been anticipating this. Like, the totally greatest follower that we could ever have is about to join our party for a bit. Doot. It's Flavio! Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more, ah? What is missing from my life? They tears at my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? Definitely thrills. Thrills, you say? Ah, I suppose one does need some thrills every now and then. There is nothing like the feeling of being alone on a mountain, shivering to death. Ah, no, foolish Flavio. Not chills, you silly man. What I need are thrills. Wait, hold the horse, that is it. I know, I told you. Now that I am thinking of it, I once heard of the treasure of Cortez, the pirate king. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for a pirate treasure. Why, just the shrieks of romance and thrills and emotion and even money. So yeah, he just quickly runs through all the things that you could have possibly have told him. Do you not know the tale? The pirate king's treasure hidden on Keyhole Key? Ah, well, tales say that the pirate king Cortez is his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot, but not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghosts of Cortez attack all who see his treasure. Eek! It is because of those very rumors that people will no longer go to Kihalki. I'm a game. I can beat up some ghosts. But that does not stop Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I'm going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, sailor of the seven seas. What is that you are saying, little mustachioed man? You are also looking for a treasure here in Rogueport? Why talk such crazy? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing each stupid rumor of treasure some street urchin spews about? No. Now what madness comes bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Show me. You're not getting it back, Mario. He's gonna keep it. You are having a joke on me. The map leads straight to Keyhole Key. You swine! You mean to steal that treasure from under me, you awful, awful man? Well, now I am confused. You are looking for things known as crystal stars. I'm not sure which is longer, this guy's feet or his nose. But now that I was thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be. Ah, stop such thoughts, Flavio. What you are needing is romance, rules, and emotion. I cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Keyhole Key. Of course, the crystal stars is yours, yes, but the rest of the treasure, that is being mine. Okay, that's fine. You greedy bugger. Huh? You must repeat that, Flavio. Your ears are plugged. You have no ship. Ha ha ha! You unfortunate foolish man. Do you not know of who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it will be massive and glorious. Splendid. Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader, yes, and you will be captain. Ah, danger and adventure tickle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. Well, first, Yoshi just creeping through them bottles. First, we're gonna talk to my big brother. Well, I headed to Crystal Break Island and Circuit Break Island and got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and spills. Hey, that's what Flavio's looking for. It was pretty nuts, bro. Want to hear what happened? Yes, I do. Hey, sounds good to me. Which part of the story? Like, the part you were talking about? Well, like I said, it is a really long story, but here it goes. Just as our boat arrived at Sugar Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found that they had that they, wow, that freaked me out for some reason. We soon found that they held kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as a king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the award ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy they give to the winner was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed it away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was to enter the race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. I was racing on 50cc, but here these guys were at 200. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course I wanted to get right out there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway. And my race day finally came. I got one of those best carts, the big green 01. I took up my position at the start line. The light went green, I stomped on the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All of the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off of my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me toward Jazzafraz Town in the east. Jazzafraz Town. That's right. That's a place. Then I heard that voice, Princess Ikra's voice, echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry if spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So, after that, I got back onto my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's what I've been up to. If you want to hear what I've been up to, just, alright, tell us the true story, Mr. Can Opener. Oh no, it's a wrench. That's totally what, it's a wrench. Yeah, I'm Torque. And don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was cause he got down and begged on his knees. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot. I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he pays me the 5,000 coin repair. That's a lot of coins. That's like almost 5 times the amount of coins that we can even hold. So yeah, that's what Luigi has been up to recently. Always good to check in on our bro. But now that we're properly up to date, we can come talk to Flavio. Alright, you got a crew? Time to... Hey. Hey, not you. Hey. Hey, hey. Oh, pleased to meet you. Your acquaintances. Bah, ha, 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 ha. Uh-huh. You sneaky bugger. Oh, yes, so it is you, ah? Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But Fish rides on this outrageous, fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavion, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstance, none can compare to her. Ah, behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts into the very soul, don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty, she is a savage beast on the water, tops among sailboats. But above all, I can tell you that this proud ship can... Ah! Yes, did you speak? Yes, of course. The problem that has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavion, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off, the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest rank helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Now, here is the real problem. The waters around Kihoki are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for a navigator. It is a, how you say, a pickle. Oh, Flavio. Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease, Papatch. You can solve a problem, then spirit is out it already. Well, so I've heard talk of a legendary sailor living in Rockport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bulbury. A salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to have a helmsman's stature. He can make any ship bow to its will. Thing is, there ain't a soul won't seen him the last of late. Bassa boom, problem solved. Let us scout out the Bombardier fellow and get him on board. Easy peasy. As is customary, my captain will handle all the negotiations. That would be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not? No complaints. Aye, sir! I'm on board. Good plan. Then it is decided. You must find this Bombardier and bring him here. Our fortune tells with you. Cool. Thanks. At least we got to come to the harbor before learning all this. Good use of our time. Now, I don't even know that I truly knew where Bobbery was when I was playing this the first time around. But it's okay, I do now. And it makes sense. Like, there's actually only one place in Rogueport that's new for us to explore now that we are past Chapter 4. I mean, we're going to explore a couple extra places. Oh, I did not hit that jump. But yeah, after Chapter 3, we haven't been here yet, but you can actually explore back here. So let's go jumping from roof to roof. Yeah. I get it. We can jump on the roofs. And then there's also this, which I perfectly landed on top of. So, first things first, you can actually drop down here and get yourself a Shine Sprite. Now, and also, now that we have Ms. Mouse, it's kind of important for us to do that because we're about to go into Chapter 5 and get a new partner. And as you've seen before, each chapter has kind of allowed us just enough Shine Sprites in order to get our upgraded partner. But with Ms. Mouse, she comes in the interlude. So there's actually enough Shine Sprites in Rogueport to make up for the difference. We can get her to her super rank before moving on to Chapter 5, but only if you explore the roof. Also a star piece up here. And then that Shine Sprite up there. And I think that's it for the roof. Yeah, I got the one back there. Cool. And it turns out you can actually tube your way down this very peculiar looking chimney. And hey, there he is. What you blokes want? Oh, and also, Shine Sprite. Why there's just a room for it? But there's a Shine Sprite in his room. Alright, now that we've totally pilfered his house, let's talk to him. You seek Admiral Bombury? Never heard of the gent. Now take your search elsewhere. But at least he was kind enough to unlock the door and leave the door unlocked. Now away with you. Alright. I guess it wasn't him. Just kidding, it was. So we're going to head over, and I don't remember. It's kind of like the whatchamacallit, like the Chapter 3 interlude where you have to talk to the snail guy over on the west side and then go to the east side. And like once you do it once, you never remember how you did it originally because you just know what to do from now on. Admiral Robert? Yeah, I know him. You know that house just past the wall, eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just let him be. Oh, so we have to talk to this guy so that he tells us that he's the guy. And then we go back over to him and be like, hey, you lied to us. You are the Admiral. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, Twilight Town, back and forth, but without the whole annoying forest in the middle. Admiral Bulbury, I haven't had the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please. Drop the axe, Super Stash. We already found out that you're Admiral Bombury. Hi, what poppycock? Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator and you want me to do the job? So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea nevermore. But that's not cool. You want to see me beg or something? Is that it? You have to come along. Only you can get us safely to Keyhole Cave. Awfully sorry, dear boy, but when I say no, what I mean is no. No need to explode on us. Bomb pun. What's the next move, Chief? This salty dude is going nowhere fast. I can't figure this guy out. What's the beef with the ocean anyway? Know what we ought to do? Go find someone who knows what that dude's deal is. Again, how you're supposed to know who that person is. But I know who that person is, so we're gonna go talk to him. That's right, back to the bar. You say Bobbery won't go to sea, huh? Well, I can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Yep, we need it for our video game quest. Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want to more mountain expedition to Kyoki? Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their end. Not all Bobbery, though. Yes, that's the point. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You probably end up crying, but I'll tell you if you really, really want me to. Alright, I can take it. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once... Can you put down the glass while you're telling us the story of woe, maybe? No? Just gonna keep polishing that? Alright. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eyes never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good. For a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus? A passing cold? No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery at sea, on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. Me loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him, always haunting him sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. Gee, what a downer. I guess that's a pretty good reason for hating the ocean. You all know his tale now. So tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? I don't got a choice. He needs to buck up. It's been like years. Like, at that point, it's not so much grief as just refusal. Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I will give you this. Hope you're going down the stairs. The letter Scarlet wrote to Bobbery on her deathbed. And you didn't give it to her? To him? You jack? On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in his hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him, so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. That you didn't honor. But when I saw Bobbery in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present the letter to him. I regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Listen, Podley, thanks a ton. We'll be delivering this thing. You feel better, okay? Let's roll, Gonzalez. No. You don't get a thanks. You don't get a hey, howdy, hey. You get a hammer. Like, it was her dying request. All you had to do was give it to him. And, like, I know I couldn't mount it up, but, like, you could have literally done it in any of the times since then, and you didn't. You jack. What? Oh, by Blabblestorm's beard, not you again. No matter how many times you've entered me. And entreat? You entreat me. My stance is firm. Now away with you. But I have this letter from your long-dead wife. Pardon? Oh, that you say? For me? Yeah, that's right. What? Scarlet, this is Scarlet's handwriting. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. Do not lose both your lives, love. Time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. Yeah, I just read it. 1,000 pardons. But may I have a moment alone, if you please? Okay, but just don't look for the shine sprite. I hope you didn't need it, because I took it. And we're watching and waiting. Yes, love, I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet, I still love you. Okay. Do you have, like, her remains in there? Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe, bound for Kyoki. Harp, if you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need. Now let's shove off. Admiral Bobray, yes. So yeah, we finally recruit the Admiral, and we can... Oh, the ship's in the harbor. I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. And I feel like he just leaves us, so like if we wanted to still explore before starting the chapter, we can like go around and do whatever we want. So he recruited the Admiral, heard his tale of woe, got to meet Flavio, and got an email, apparently. But with that, I am going to end the episode off here. I don't want to start Chapter 5, because once you start Chapter 5, you're stuck in Chapter 5 till you finish it. And if any of y'all have been paying attention, you'll know that tomorrow at 2 o'clock Arizona time, I'm going to be having a live stream of a double pain and no HP recovery of the Glitz Pit. So be sure to check that out. It'll be on Twitch. If you look at the About tab of this channel, you can find the link there. And so because I want to do that tomorrow, I don't want to go into Chapter 5 and not be able to do that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more Paper Mario TTYD content. If you have anything you want to tell me, do me a favor, throw that in the comment section down below. I promise I will read it. But with that, I bid you farewell. Okay, bye!